Good evening and welcome to Uptown Bills. It's Thursday night, time for art and music. Tonight's art is making paper flowers, is it? Dan Wu helps us with that. And behind the counter is Todd, who's also here. And I'm Tom Gilsonen, and we're delighted to have with us Michelle Lynn tonight. She's back from Decorah to play for us. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to be playing some original songs here tonight. Starting off with this one from the first disc. It's called Take a Guess. What have we? Get a handle on yourself, can't shut it up forever. Get a handle on yourself, can't shut it up forever. You pull me aside and said stop running from yesterday's lies. I know you've been bottled up airtight, blue in the face, blood white. Tell me spells it out right. Do you believe you're on the benefit of the doubt? Benefit of what? Yes, double guess the obvious. If that's what you're asking, we'll see what we can do. Our minds are made up. Our minds get made up of whatever it takes, until the choices are making us. Choices making us, my friend. Do you believe in justice or fairness? Shorter end of the stick, all the better to beat the dead horse with. How's your appetite? Face duct tape, the head of the buffet. How do you sleep at night? Still using your nightlight. How many fingers am I holding up? If that's what you're asking, doctor, we'll see what we can do. Our minds are made up. Our minds get made up of whatever it takes, until the choices are making us. Choices making us, my friends. Get a handle on yourself, can't shut it up forever. How have things been going at home? Deeds been redone, these teeth time, brothers jump off the farm. Kid, I'm not much for your psycho battling. How's your concentration? There's something on the wall. I don't know who wrote this. Next one's protocol. Disappear tomorrow. Would anyone notice you're gone? You said jump. I said how far is the fall? I've been wondering if I've been wandering too far. How'd I get here, and who get me out alive? Our minds are made up. Our minds get made up of whatever it takes, until the choices are making us. Choices making us, my friend. All the time I spent wishing I could fly. I could have built a rocket and slingshot it through the sky, but I cried, brain fried, landed by your side. And kid, you got quite the imagination. Do people clap when you survive normal conversations? Well, take a guess. Oh, take a guess now. Anybody's guess now. And get a handle on yourself. Can't shut it up forever. Get a handle on yourself. Can't shut it up. While I was singing that, it occurred to me, and I remember last time I did the show, I talked a lot. I would ask people, and I like talking to people in the audience, and while I was playing that, I was like, just because it's being taped, should I play more songs or should I still be like wanting to talk? So that kind of like threw me off for a bit. But I thought I'd mention that, yeah, this photo, or it's a picture that I drew 10 years ago here in Iowa City. It's kind of weird, like I never thought of it that way before, but to be back here in Iowa City and then it almost being 10 years since I made this like weird little photo with a hand kind of reaching down. Like when I made it, and I'm not like a big physical art maker by any means. I like to dabble in it and stuff, and I thought of like the swirl kind of being like your mind, and then like the black hand is being like something that was kind of like crawling into your mind. And then like when I started making CDs and I made this case, I thought it was really funny that now the hand was like something that was like reaching into the CDs. So I didn't know like if the camera was getting to that photo or not. But yeah, I made that in Iowa City 10 years ago. Really unexpectedly, just I was down here for a long time and I made an art piece out of nowhere. So yeah, that was 2001, 2002, somewhere in there I made that photo in Iowa City. And now it's my hand piece reaching into my CD case, which is kind of funny to me. Yeah, and then 3 years later I made this CD that has kind of these songs that I've been playing on it. You, tell me what you're looking at. Haven't you ever seen the way of the world on one man's back? Yes, I believe I saw them very much alive, trying to climb this mountain since the day that my daddy died. And oh, look at you, tell me what you're looking at. Haven't you ever seen a desperate act bring somebody back? Guess I'm not the only one. Deathbed on my pocket, not supposed to read it till I reach the top of this mountain. Never mind what I will go through. Never mind, I'll gladly do it for you. Never mind, I fear I'll find I've gotta get it all as good as mine. It might be a mission to justify my existence. If I made my decision clear, I would keep your distance. I've been thinking I should settle some old scores, but I've been finding that there's more to this. There's always more to this. Must be the top. Can I get any higher? This must be the top. My air has got thinner. This must be the top. All I got is a chill. Greeting me snowballs and can't be rolled back up its hill. Never mind, I cannot feel my hands. Never mind, I'll take it as far as I can stand. Never mind, I question stars aligned. I gotta get it all as good as mine. Look at you, tell me what you're looking at. Haven't you ever seen anybody ask about the drawback? Scale lights to spin around, hands thrown in the air. Watch out when the clouds come down, somebody shouts, get down from there. Never mind, I cannot see a thing. Never mind, maybe there's nothing to see. Never mind, I forgot what I came to find. Did I ever get it all as good as mine? Alright, well, playing that one, I thought that the theme for tonight would be to play the songs kind of in the order that they came. So I had this set list that I kind of made, and I was like, no, I've played two in. I'm going to play kind of songs off the first CD, then songs off the second, and songs off the third, and then songs off the fourth, and then finish off with like some newer ones.
just as an experience for you guys to kind of see, like, watch like a 7-year spectrum of someone's brain and they actually like play it in order. I just think that'd be kind of fascinating to watch. So,
The brain pictured here.
the brain picture, yes. So we got the picture of the brain at 15, and then as it slowly develops to where it's at 10 years later. So yeah, this is a song called Self-Inflicted Deafness, and this is a song about knowing kind of what you have to do and having a lot of people telling you, oh, like, you gotta wake up here, you gotta stop kind of living this way and you gotta live another way. And for good reason, they were telling me that. And yeah, so this is a song about how I wasn't really listening to them. And but eventually, yeah, I started listening to myself, and I found that like some of the things that these people were saying matched what my internal self was thinking, and the things that didn't, well, they kind of fell away, and I knew that the people just meant well anyway. So it was a meeting people halfway there thing.
Tell me what I'm here for. Past laughing pictures line the wall. It's dead in here except voices down the hall. I think, is there a place for me to press my face against the glass? If not, could you please pass the time? My life seemed to be a floor. I didn't be back soon on the devil's door. Fall flat on my face, trying to face up to false belief. I'd love to tell you everything, I'd love to tell you everything, my version of the truth, as plain as I think it. But now, it's only what you make of it. And my head has hit this wall too many times. I think it's straight, but seeing cross-eyed now. I guess that makes a change. One change. Has sanity become a madness all its own? Everybody's trying it. Pull out some cash, you can't buy it. But pity for a dime burns a hole in your pocket. And here we're in the same boat with some silly trying to rock it. You better buy me a big box and put it beneath the bridge. Does my diagnosis read self-inflicted deafness? And are you gonna put your foot down, or are you just gonna kick my well? Nobody knows, but maybe if I listen really, really close, my head has hit this wall too many times. I'm thinking straight, but seeing cross-eyed now. I guess that makes a change. One change. 'Cause we stopped at nothing to change nothing. We stopped at nothing, you and me. We stopped at nothing to change.
So next in the time spectrum, we're moving on to 2008. 2008. What was happening in 2008?
What was happening in 2008? It was 3 years ago.
Flood.
Well,
It was an election year. There were those caucuses. Were you working for PATV then, 2008? Or had you not started yet? Well, no, but I meant, were you there initially, or? What year?
When you're going to walk on water, when you're gonna walk on air, when you're gonna see you only need the same as anyone here, or has self-sacrifice, and the postmodern man taught you how to live in unlivable situations with a view straight from the bird's eye. Under an empty sky, I'm trying to enter your atmosphere through the eyes of mine, where I've been living in darkness both day and night, and now all I can hope for is the sun in my eyes. I pray for this fear of death, to die this fear of death, to die this fear of death too, with a view straight from the bird's eye, under an empty sky. It wouldn't be the first time it should happen. Now and again, get her where you want her by leaving her where she stands. 'Cause everyone enters a race to find their place down here on an earth so lost in space. Now you know everyone's going somewhere. Does anyone know what to do when and if they get there? When and if they get there? When and if they get there? There's a view straight from the bird's eye, under an empty sky. It wouldn't be the first time, it shouldn't happen. Now and again, get her where you want her by leaving her where she stands. 'Cause time is using us up. Oh, time it's using us up.
all right. So another one off Hospital Radio was the name of the 2008 disc. For good reason. A lot of things around that time had to do with, like, in my mind, had to do with, like, health or the meaning of life or the meaning of death and things like that. So I was addressing a lot of things like that. And one thing that came out of that time period was a song called Old Soul Syndrome. And I, like, I'd always heard the terms, like, soul or the Eastern ideas of, reincarnation and stuff, but I never really got into it. And then it's always funny, like, how a song, like, comes out of nowhere, and you're just like, why did I write about that? And that happens to me a lot. And then 2 years later, I find like it's like there's something with songs or something that they kind of read like the things that are rising up in your brain, and sometimes they come out from the side, and then 2 years or 3 years later, they're really relevant more than when you wrote them. And that's why we all create anything, I think. It's like because we're in communication with ourselves or other forms, whether they like be in deep within our own brain that we don't have access to in normal consciousness, or if they are coming from somewhere else, like maybe we don't know that, but it's good to dig in there and see what comes out. So this was something that came out, I had this riff, I know like in 2005, and I was really excited about it for a long time, and then a lot of things happened, and then a year later, this was what came out of the guitar riff. Around the same time, I met someone who has just increasingly been more and more important to me and to my life, and he's my partner, and he plays the bass on a lot of the CDs, and yeah, this was a song that I wrote about 2 weeks after meeting him, and that was out of nowhere too. Just like, you know, it's really weird stuff like that. You're like, you meet and you just know, like, and you're just like, this person's gonna play a really huge role in my life, and I know that, and I respect that, and I want to explore it now and see like if that's what happens, you know.
was never there. The world was a war of nerves, and I was too dead to care. But you caught me at the height of a fallen state. You told me not to drown, but rather mount the waves to highs and lows that reshape me, to ride the tide now on many an ancient sea. Yeah, but I find no rest, captive in my high captain's head when the options are endless. Oh, I see, can be betrayed in a kiss, leaving me as a wine that stains my lips. And when I think it's enough, it doesn't add up to much. Such is the rush from just a half full cup. Desire soaked up your touch like the salt of the earth. Say they were born of the stars or some cosmic burst on the birth of each evening, inviting me to lose myself to you and find myself free. Yeah, but I find no rest, captive in my high captain's bed when the options are restless. When I can't speak, we move my lips for me. If your ship comes in, we send me out to sea. When you couldn't speak, I moved your lips for you. I followed your lead, so I can't predict your every move. Now we're both driven but in different directions. If you substitute attention for affection, stare my vulnerabilities in the eye and know until its strength. Best I like that, free in one sense, to be bound in another. As we drop everything and pull ourselves together, no cause to pause and search through all nature's laws. If you lay down love, it's the only God. Yeah, I find no rest, captive in my captain's head when the options are restless.
Alright, I was walking around Iowa City all day and I left my guitar in the car, and sometimes I think it like warps a little bit. So if you hear like some buzzing and stuff, it usually goes back to normal, but I did a thing. I didn't have any place to go to put it. Maybe should have just came here, left it here, before I left it in the car for 4 hours. But it's done this before, and then it goes back to normal. So all is well. No worries. I learn something new every day. Okay, so 2008, we did 3 songs off that one. Let's move on to 2009. 2009, I moved to Austin, Texas. I remember that part out of it. And yeah, that was just really good. A lot of time alone in strange environments. And I like going to out of normal environments because it causes your perception to be sharper. You pay attention to things more when you travel. That's why it does like the things to your brain that it does. Because if you're in your own house or you're in like your own town that you've walked in 100 times, like your mind starts taking things for granted. But if all of a sudden you're in a new spot, it actually like changes like your attention levels and everything, and that's why some people really crave traveling, and other people's brains maybe don't crave that, so then they don't travel as much. So it's a little bit new of something. I don't remember where I read that, but I do believe it. It makes sense.
Disappearing act right now. Instead of with a smile, unless it wears you out. You and I speed straight through these towns. The color roads are leading out. Ooh. You know I have things I don't talk about. You're the one who understands what I'm doing here now, a little too far in to clearly see out, a little too far out to shut this thing down. And now it seems like no matter what I do, the only way out, the only way out is through. Ooh, 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 yeah. When you look at me, you don't look like you're wasting time. They say don't waste your breath, but I like to waste mine, 'cause I knew it was easier not to try. Like at one time I thought it was easy to die, 'cause then you do not have to strive or justify to the who's, the hows, when's, where's, and why's. And now it seems like no matter what I do, the only way out, the only way out is through. A life sentence to a lovely deja vu. At least I have you caught in my feedback loop. Whoa, yeah. Ooh. We have all we need to continue on. Won't get it right until we realize can't get it wrong. For every solution, they say there is none. For every solution, is there a new problem? And now it seems like no matter what I do, the only way out, the only way out is through. A life sentence to a lovely deja vu. At least I had you caught in my feedback loop. Whoa, 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 whoa. I knew I should get off that ride before it stopped being fun. And now I'm ready to get back on.
Yeah, 2009. This is a song I wrote called Desert Flood, and this was written while living in Austin, Texas. And yeah, just all the red dirt and all the like funky plants and just all the stuff like that, and all the like hailstorms, and then on top of it like months and months without any rain. And it was just some strange, bizarre extremes that I enjoyed. And also I just had to like start being really, really honest with myself around that time, and I enjoy the writing that came out. It's kind of brutally honest writing, but like I felt really good that it came into the world and that it was what it was.
Well, I need someone to help me through this. Where is the gospel according to the science? no difference once you see through the mirage. Does it get easier to focus? Well, maybe I should take a walk outside. Hey, maybe I should take a look inside to exist. Transparent, but these days, why am I afraid of my own honesty? Do I offend me? I'll wait and see. Hold it in, turn colors for you. Cultural chameleons shining through this desert flood. Nature I trust is just sinking delicate balance. Desert flood, lick my dust. Well, when you come through, you come all at once. In a wave of exhaustion, crashed and burned onto your shores, darling. Where I finally learned my grasping is clinging, and every undercover back eventually drowns in their own torment, saturated or elevated with all the flora and fauna in bloom, in the beauty of a funeral flower. I saw you with desert flood. Nature I trust is just sinking delicate balance. Desert flood, lick my dust. Why when you come near, you come all at Where is the gauge for sensitivity? If they teach us to measure our worth by degrees, you're on the wing, but overflowing with all of these technological means of clear communicating. I need some secret mediums. Knowledge is one salvation, where revelations become realizations, until I am one with
There's the times where I left one off the CD before, but we'll just say those till the end because I like this. This is the first time I've done this, like a little journey through like the songs played for people who come in new. Like yeah, I'm playing like the songs as groups, like off the first album and then off the second album and then off the third. So we're to the third album at this point, and yeah, I'll play another one. This one's called Hijacked Light, off the 2009 one. And thanks for letting me experiment on it, guys.
The sun, the source, around we go, as above, so below. And we wax, we wane, we whine and blame, we disappear and reappear, as much over there as over here. With the world at our feet, let's not turn it into concrete. I used to find myself in the middle. Can't get centered inside a ghetto. All the effigies my home. I'm coming back and I am my own. I remember thinking, what am I thinking? Nothing adding up, adds up to nothing. Self-activate me, self-motivate me. I listen hard, I listen fast. A time to think, a time to act. Don't need a preacher, don't need a teacher, don't need a speaker, not even a leader. Show me someone who knows how to be here, lives here and does it well. No need to inflate nor degrade the self. This is right now, we're all right now. Show me how you dream out loud. This is right now, we're all right now. With the world at our feet, let's not turn it into concrete. I used to find myself in the middle. Can't get centered inside a ghetto. All the effigies my home. I'm coming back and I am my own.
Thank you very much. For people just walking in, I'm doing kind of an experiment tonight where I started off playing song from the first disc, 2005, and then I played from the second disc, 2008, and that was the 2009 CD. And I thought I'd just mention, just because it's kind of fun, and this is my first time trying to do this, and it's kind of just a funny thing to do for me. I like to change it up each show and go with whatever happens. And the young lady that drew the picture for that CD that I was just doing all the songs on is here. Her name's Rachel Cahoon, and she's over there. And I'll show you the picture here. Yeah. So she made the cover art, and it's kind of cool. I don't know if she's really been in a show since like the cover art was made, so it's kind of maybe at the shanty. Maybe you were. Yeah. And then she did some cool designs on the back of this one too. So yeah, if you're interested in checking it out, she's right here. We're here together today. So there is a song that I skipped off the 2005 album. We have to journey back in time now. But then we'll get back on track once I come back from a little break. We'll do the next one. So, this is a song called Cupid's Eye Patch, and it's off the first one.
soul, not necessarily in an order, as we recklessly run, flubbing at it one-on-one to what we should be wise enough to run away from. I was wondering, kinda, sorta, a little bit, could you possibly get out of me what I want downside or upswing? Hands turned to the side, eyes wide, grinning, taking delight in the nagging possibility. I'm really just a prisoner, jumper, roving in my chains, trying to beat you hands down. It's social charades, innocent enough behind all these words, but sometimes I think you hope I get what you deserve. Was this a coincidence? Pass it off as an accident, since when's the aim been to get the hit or miss waiting to happen? When it's not that I block your vision or you block mine, they tell me, why can't we see we're blind? Should I say sorry? I opened my mouth, nothing good came out of this. Out of touch, tired and torn, stand me up now. Who needs me hurt if it's not where it counts? Are you trying to confuse me with little rules about how a bride goes back in time must come down? Whether you talk your way out or talk your way through, facts get bigger as they get closer, like most things do. Was this a coincidence? Pass it off as an accident, since when's the aim been to get the hit or miss waiting to happen? When it's not that I block your vision or you block mine, they tell me, why can't we see you in blind? Hey, why can't we see you in blind?
Now we're gonna go to this CD called Sundial Tree, which is kind of an album that I made about time and like realizing that every problem that I had was a problem I had with time. Like if I wanted to think of like framing everything that could ever come up that I would have a problem with, like whatever it would be, it has to do with like the duration of it or the non-duration of it, or my experience and my thinking of it, but really it's only happening in a succession of like one moment at a time. So if you can be okay with this moment, and then be okay with this moment, and then be okay with this moment, like that suddenly it becomes that like all of life can be very enjoyable. Instead of like this idea of taking all these big events or these big things or these big tragedies and like having them all as a huge thought form in my mind, like what if I just like broke it down to like every second, well I'm here, I'm enjoying it. I'm here, I'm enjoying it. And like thinking about it that way was really, really helpful. And I just opened up new spaces in my brain. And I felt like writing some music about it. So this is a song called "The Line," and it's about good things coming together. And I like it when a good plan happens and good things come together. So I'm going to play one or two more songs here and then take a short 15-minute break. Please stick around. I'll be playing till 8 if you're wondering what's kind of going on here and you just walked into Uptown Bill's and you didn't know music was going on. I'm playing 6 to 8 today. My name is Michelle Lynn. I'm out of the Decorah, Iowa area, 2.5 hours away, not too far, and came to Iowa City a couple times this summer and had a really, really pleasant experience. So I hope to be back, hopefully in the spring and in the summer again next year. The second song off that album, and it's called Black Hole. I'm going to play this song and then take a short little break. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to talk to me on the break. I'll be right back and then be playing until 8 o'clock, so stick around if you just walked in. And this song is, it's kind of a journey through realizing what makes people feel better and then what doesn't. And realizing like you do have an impact on the people around you. Like you think you can't do things, but like every word you say or like a perspective that you have that you make music from could like cause people to feel better or feel worse. And it's kind of like that there's actually room for it all. Like that there's no right or wrong, and like dark breathes in and light breathes out. And I kind of used space as an analogy for that, like the idea of the black hole that sucks everything in, and then the light would be something that like breathes out. All the other entities are kind of doing their job too. But both were needed.
prologue wrapped up in my monologue. I should have noticed it was gone. I drew a line, I drew it wrong to forget what side I was on. And now of all the things to think out loud, convert the spirits, market your weakness. Every step I tried to skip would harm me as I trip.